Hey everybody, we're going to learn about two-step equations with distribution. Today, and we're going to learn about equations written backwards today. Let's start with two-step with distribution. Anytime we can distribute, we always want to distribute first. Okay. All right, so let's do some examples. We'll do two of them. All right. So obviously this signals distribution. We've got those parentheses and we've got a number right outside the parenthesis that has no operation before the parenthesis. So we are going to distribute, and remember distribute means multiply, so we're going to distribute the 2 times the x and we get 2x. Then we're going to distribute the 2 times the -4 and we're going to get -8. Bring down the equals and bring down the 10. Now it's a regular two-step equation. We're going to add 8 on both sides. Bring down the 2x, bring down the equals, and bring down the 18. We're going to divide both sides by 2. And we get 9. All right. Let's do one more example, and it can actually be kind of a, you can make this kind of a hard one even. All right. So we know this is distribution because we've got that parenthesis again, and we've got 2 terms. So we're going to distribute the 1/2 times the 4x. And basically all this is 4 divided by 2. So that's going to give me 2x. We're going to distribute the 1/2 times the 10. 1/2 times 10 is really 10 divided by 2. So that's a +5. Bring down the equals and bring down the 16. Then we're going to subtract 5 from both sides. Bring down the 2x, bring down the equals. 16 minus 5 is 11. Divide both sides by 2. And in this case, we don't really get a pretty number. We get 11 over 2. All right, so that is two-step equations with distribution. Now let's look at some problems that are written backwards. Okay, that one's written backwards. Let's look at one that's kind of really funky. Okay, and let's look at one more written backwards. All right, these guys are written backwards. If you don't like them written backwards, you could always write them forward. In other words, you could move this 3x over here and this 10 over here. But if you just keep your eye on the variable and moving the things away from the variable, you don't really even have to flip them over. I need to move the 3 and the 4 because remember, it's all about where the x is. So I need to get rid of the 3 and the 4. I would still get rid of the 4 first like I would in a normal equation. So I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. Bring down your 3x. Bring down your equal sign, and 10 minus 4 is 6. Again, we're keeping our eye on the variables. I need to get rid of the 3. I get rid of it by dividing both sides by 3. And I get 2 equals x, which is the same thing as x equals 2. This one's weird. Normally, you're used to seeing the x part written first, and it's not. We need to get rid of the 7, and the misconception here is that the 7 is subtracted, so I add 7, and that's not the case. This subtraction symbol goes with the 2x. The 7 is actually positive, so the opposite of positive is negative. So we are actually subtracting 7x. This minus sign does not go with the 7. The minus sign goes with the 2x. So a positive 7 and a negative 7 give me 0. Bring down your negative 2x, and don't forget your negative when you're bringing this down. And 21 minus 7 is 14. And keeping our eye on the variable, we need to get rid of negative 2. X equals negative 7. And last one, written backwards. Again, it's all about keeping an eye on our variable. I need to get rid of the 2 and the 3. This is one of the weird ones we spoke about. I've got to get rid of the 3 first by multiplying. Bring down the x minus 2, bring down the equal sign, and 3 times negative 10 is negative 30. Again, keeping my eye on the x, I need to get rid of the 2 that's with the x, and the 2 is subtracted, and the opposite of subtraction is addition. Bring down the x, bring down the equal sign, negative 30 plus 2 is negative 28. Y'all have a good day.